Josh, it's been a tough period for the club as of late. How is the mood within the camp?
Obviously, the mood isn't what we'd say ideal because of recent results and in some cases the performances. But look, there's no excuses. We've got to sort of get back on the horse, so to speak, and move on. Football moves on. There's always a game around the corner, and we've got a big one against Oldham at the weekend. And we've got sort of point to prove that wasn't good enough on Wednesday. I think the manager alluded to that in his post-match, and we know as a group that we've got to improve at the end of the day. As much as there are games round the corner, like I just said, season is coming to that sort of business end. We need to get points on the board. We're desperate for points on the board.
What do you think has been the biggest challenge for the team during this tough stretch?
I think, look, speaking honestly, there's been a bit of change around the club. Lost sort of a couple of senior players, a few injuries with that, and we've got a group that is young and hungry, but again, need to sort of get to that point now where we're putting in consistent, regular performances, and there's been a challenge in that front to get that consistency and then get over the line. We've had some good performances in the last couple of weeks. The Oval comes to mind, but it's about having that quality to get over the line in the final third, in sort of our defensive third, be good in both boxes, and ultimately results are all that matter at the end of the day. As good as performances can be, we need to get points on the board.
How do you believe we can collectively regain the confidence and momentum we need as a team?
Obviously, it comes with results. I think we're doing as much as we can in and around the place. The staff are trying to keep morale as good as it can be within the group, the boys. As much as you've got to demand of each other, there needs to be some positivity. And around the club as well, I get it. Yes, there's every right to have some frustration with some of the results that have come recently. But really, we need to stick together now and become more unified as a group, and hopefully we can push on and get those results, and then the momentum builds. As easy as it is to get into a habit of where you're not getting results, you can just be on the other side of it, where once you get one win, you can get that bounce. We put some consistent results together. Hopefully, then we can climb up the table.
As captain, what role do you think leadership, both on and off the pitch, will play in turning things around?
Look, it's a big role. I'm not going to lie. We had said it's my job as an experienced player to lead by example, as for one, setting the standards every day that I can. I said we've got young groups and they've got that energy, that vibrancy, but sometimes they need to see every day in, day out what it takes really to participate and do well in this league. So I hope I can bring that first and foremost, then getting around them sort of issues on and off the pitch, and then being sort of a bridge from the team to the management team and making sure everyone's sort of on the same page. And look, yeah, it's more of a responsibility, but ultimately it's something as a senior player I've got to take on. Just because I'm wearing an armband didn't make a difference really before. I always tried to be sort of that sort of person anyway, and luckily had some captain before me was very good at that as well. And I've big shoes to fill, but ultimately that's my job at the end of the day, and I hope I can do as much as I can sort of on the pitch and to help the boys, especially younger lads, to get through this what is a tough period, but come out the other side stronger for it, and hopefully it will help them down the line, not just this season, but down the line in their careers.
Finally, looking ahead to tomorrow's match against Oldham and obviously beyond, and you've already alluded to it in a way, how important is the relationship between the squad and the fans going forward?
Yeah, obviously it's massive, and look, as a club, it's a family club. Since I've been here, it's been a club that's been very close knit. The fans have got. It's not one of those clubs where the fans are too sort of distant, and they're very much part of the fabric of the club. So there needs to be kind of a synergy between the team and the fans. And recently, I'm fully understanding, because they pay their hard-earned money to come and watch us Wednesday night on Eastleigh, and ultimately, we didn't deliver anywhere near what we needed to deliver. So partly on us, definitely on us to produce on a weekly basis and get those results. And obviously on them, we hope that we can sort of continue that support and get behind the boys and build that momentum as a group, that have some unity, some togetherness, and get through these tough times. I think everyone's needed on the pitch, off the pitch. And that's all I'll say, really. Get behind us as much as you can, and we'll put on 100% effort, and hopefully, come tomorrow, we can 5 o'clock. We can all, like I said, have smiles on our faces, be buzzing, bouncing into the next week. Plenty of games to come, and build that momentum.